Welcome back to Jules Math Tools, where math is made easy. In our session today, this is part 5 on applying our distributive property. And in this session, we are working with like terms, which means that we will not only be applying our distributive property, but also diving into our laws of exponents. And if you already see how this is done, let's get started. So in this example today that we are simplifying, we're going to be applying both our distributive property and our rules for exponents. So let's begin. Remember that whenever you are applying your rules for distributive property, that means that our term outside of our bracket is multiplied to everything inside of the bracket. So every term will be multiplied to our v. So we have v multiplied to v, and also our v will be multiplied to our d. And now, of course, we're going to move into our step where we will simplify each of our brackets. And remember that our working will go at the side of our page. So let's begin with our v times v. And remember that when we are multiplying our v's, we have two laws of exponent being applied here. The first one is that any base that is written by itself, if it does not have an exponent written in that you can see, meaning that you don't see the number, it has an exponent of 1. Remember that in your laws for exponents, anytime the exponent is larger than 1 or less than 1, those numbers will be written in as an exponent, meaning that you will be able to see the number. But in cases like our v that we're working with today, because the exponent is not written in, you must remember that there is a law of exponents that tells us that if it's not written or you can't see the number, that means that the variable carries an exponent of 1. Now, our second rule of exponent that we will be applying here is that whenever we are multiplying and the bases are the same, we are going to add those exponents. So since both of my bases are v's, I'll be adding both of their exponents of 1. And when my 1 is added to 1, I will have an exponent of 2. So I will now write in my v with an exponent of 2, and we will now move into simplifying our second parenthesis. And in our second parenthesis, we are multiplying our v times d, and because both of these terms are different, we are just simply going to combine them together, meaning that we're going to write v and d together, remembering also that even though it's not said, you must understand that this is a law in algebra that when two terms are written side by side, they are being multiplied. So our VD means the exact same thing as V times D. This is just the format that is written in. So again, that is a rule in algebra that you must remember. Okay, so there you have it. Because we now have two unlike terms written in, that means that we cannot simplify this expression any further, and v squared plus vd is going to be our answer in its simplest form. So as always, make sure to get some additional practice in, and we'll see you right here in the next session on Jules Math Tools, where the aim is always to make math easy.